What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Food and Wine Festival
2019.
Pretty excited. We are not at Star Wars Galaxies Edge today for the opening.
No, yeah, they actually opened the same day. So
they did.
Grand opening of Star Wars Galaxies Edge, opening day of Food and Wine Festival for 2019.
And not that it even matters, but we're staying on property, so we are here right now for extra magic hours, which has nothing to do with food and wine, but
no.
We thought maybe we might be able to ride something and maybe go check out some of the merchandise.
Yes,
so
we always like to get here early, check out the merch, and then that way we can eat right at 11.
So just something that I want to note is that a really big part of Food and Wine Festival, not a really big part, but kind of like part of like that entrance into Epcot is that you always have the topiary and like the big show signs right here, and it's all blocked off, so you don't get to see any of that. So
no, it's like all way up here actually in the park.
It is.
It was actually kind of a letdown walking in and not seeing the big Food and Wine Festival sign. Because
that is part of like when you step into Epcot, it's food and wine. Like that's the first thing you see. It kind of sets the mood. When you walk in, it's kind of like, is it actually food and wine?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, over the next couple years, that's going to change, and
a lot is going to change.
It'll be grand and miraculous.
Hopefully.
Just like Space Sugar.
So it has been a really long time since we've stayed on property, and that we've actually like taken advantage of extra magic hours. And it's really strange to be walking here in Epcot, walking through World Showcase,
and there's like nobody,
and it's not crowded. I mean, it's like it's dead here right now, which is really nice. It's really nice.
Hopefully it stays like this all day because everybody's at Galaxy's Edge.
That would be cool. So the reason that we're walking back here is, if you don't know, during extra magic hours, Frozen is open, and apparently it says it's only about a 10-minute wait, and we're gonna find out if it actually is because we're making this journey the whole way back here. But why not take advantage of such a low wait time without a fast pass?
I have not walked in the standby line of this attraction for like 2 years, since all my family was here and we rope dropped it and literally ran here, even though you're not supposed to run, but we did.
That is unreal to come in here and just be able to just walk right through. This is so nice. It's been so long since we've been able to do something like this. That was great. Taylor's actually gonna go ride it again, and I'm gonna go shoot some video for the video today. Well, to say that it is 9 o'clock in the morning, that it's not hot outside would be an understatement.
Josh is soaked.
I am drenched right now, but we're gonna head into Mouse Gear and see if we can get our new annual pass holder magnet.
Yeah.
Food and wine, food and wine, food and wine.
So we thought the annual pass holder magnets were in Mouse Gear. They're actually outside, but the merchandise was all inside. So I don't really like the ears, but the rest of the merchandise is cute in like the pale pink color. I like.
All right, let's have it. Perfect. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yay! We got our magnets! Chef Minnie! So the main theme of the merchandise here this year sort of seems to be sprinkles, or like a rose gold pink color. And Chef Minnie Mouse is kind of the star this year. Now there is some merchandise with Figment on it, and there is some Mickey Mouse merchandise, but I really like that they're kind of featuring Minnie Mouse. It's really nice, and I like all the merchandise except the ears. They're a little odd, but I like everything else. There is also some special annual pass holder merchandise as usual. So they did have some wine tumblers. I saw they had some shirts. They have magic bands, pins, basically everything that everybody collects and that everybody wants.
All right, so we've got a little bit of time, and I thought we would kind of hang out right here and just talk a little bit about what we're excited for, what we're looking forward to this year at Food and Wine Festival, and more specifically today, because I think we're going to try and hit the new stuff. So this year they've got 2 new booths. They have the Alps, which is located in Norway. This is brand new. It's taken forever for them to put something back there, which is kind of really surprising, but looking forward to it. It looks like it's got some good food. And then we've got the Appleseed Orchard, which is actually back in Canada. So Canada has 2 booths this year. They've got the normal Canada Pavilion booth, which is the beer cheese soup and their filet mignon. And the Appleseed Orchard is going to be back by Le Cellier, according to the map in the book. And it's going to feature the ciders this year. And they have a limoncello hard apple cider, which sounds awesome. I'm super excited for it. So they've got 2 other booths that are not opening up until October 1st. I think that's just because they are doing some construction over here by Test Track. And then we've got a like a concrete brick and mortar building that is being built back here as well. So pretty interesting. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but I'm pretty excited for it. All right, so if you guys don't know, right now they're doing a limited time meet and greet back here in the UK for Winnie the Pooh. And I think it's kind of more to help draw crowds out of Hollywood studios, but I don't think that's really happening because there's nobody back here right now, and we're like the only people back here to meet Winnie the Pooh. Aww. Kim's with us, and she dressed for the occasion.
So there was nobody back here. I was anticipating a very long line because Christopher Robin's room is never open. So that was really awesome to just be able to walk right in, meet Winnie the Pooh, talk for a quick second, and get some cute photos.
So we are back in a merchandise shop that's across from Canada. We haven't gotten our gift card yet. This is something we do every year. We get a gift card, we put a set amount on, and that helps us to track our spending and not blow a ton of money here, because it's really easy to do that. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I got my gift card and I bought this bottle. I'm actually gonna go fill it with water. Hopefully it'll stay cool for most of the day, but. So the first booth this year is from the perennial #1 booth, in my opinion, which is Flavors from Fire. Every year we have to come here, which has been the last, how many years? 2 years? 3 years?
Yeah.
And I have got the smoked corned beef, which is comes with crispy potatoes, cheese curds, pickled onions, and beer cheese fondue. And then of course the braised beef. That's really interesting. I don't remember this having the pickled onions on it like it did last year. It adds a little bit more of like a sweet, almost like vinegar taste to it all. The cheese curds are good. And then the beer cheese fondue is just amazing. It just takes me back to where I need to go next, which is probably Canada, and get the beer cheese soup. But hands down, this is always a great dish. It's on the saltier side because of the braised beef and the chips and the cheese curds. So those like sweet pickled onions really kind of help to balance that out a little bit. But excellent. If you don't know, this is also hosted by College Game Day this year. It would be really cool to actually see some of the guys that actually host College Game Day here and checking it out. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but if you look over there, they have actually got like college signs up from like games, which is really cool.
So to start my day, I am getting one of my favorite things from last year. And this actually used to be over at Earth Eats, and it was a new item last year. Now this year it's over here at the College Game Day Flavors from Fire booth, and I have actually got the Steakhouse blended burger. It is a blended beef and mushroom slider with brie cheese fondue, arugula, and a truffle, and blue cheese potato chip on a brioche bun. I am really excited to dig into this. Just as good as I remember. They need to serve this in a restaurant. I mean, that's kind of what keeps people coming back to Food and Wine, are these items they can't get in restaurants. But this one they need to put somewhere, because it is amazing. So I actually wanted to finish eating my burger before I talked about it because I'm starving. But I really like the flavor of the burger with the blended beef and mushroom. And then that brie cheese fondue on there is just nice and creamy. Has a nice flavor of cheese, not just like a typical like cheddar or American cheese. That brie is nice and flavorful. I also really like the crunch of the chip that's on there, that blue cheese chip. Very good. Whole burger together is like perfect little slider. And something I think that's kind of cool here of having Game Day like sponsoring this Flavors from Fire booth is that they actually have music playing around this area, and it's like a college band playing Disney music, which is really cool. I've really been enjoying this. So we're walking through the Culinary Corridor area, which is basically what connects the Future World area over to World Showcase. And they actually did a bunch of construction over here and expanded this walkway, which is super nice because it's not so crammed where you gotta like weasel your way through everywhere. You can actually like walk and there's space, and it's really nice. And actually over here where the Hawaii pavilion is at this year, or the Hawaii stand, they actually did some construction there too and made it kind of like permanent like seating and like walkways. So lots of new stuff over here, pretty nice.
All right, so we are coming back into the Appleseed Orchard area. This is a new booth, or something. You're actually gonna go inside, it looks like. This is the place where they have all of the ciders at right now. I'm gonna go in here and probably do the flight. They don't have any food in here, but they do have a frozen apple pie, non-alcoholic drink. And then they also have an Appleseed Orchard wine bar featuring quite a few different types of wines. And there's wine flights available as well, so pretty excited. Let's go get some beer. Oh, all right, so we have come inside of Circle Vision. This is actually Circle Vision, which is really cool. They've totally closed down the attraction, and this is where Appleseed Orchard is at. So we're gonna break right into it. We've got a Cider Boys Limoncello Hard Cider, which is this, I'm guessing is this really, really kind of dark, definitely a nice, exactly like a limoncello sorbet almost. We're going to do the Collective Arts Brewing Cherry Apple Hard Cider, which is from Ontario, Canada. That limoncello is from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. I always like to smell it before I try it. I think this one's probably going to be my least favorite. Not a real strong cherry flavor in there on it. Kind of just tastes like a bland hard cider. I'm not really getting it. All right, and the last but not least is the Woodchuck Hard Cider Spiced Apple. Woodchuck is an amazing brand. They do a great job. They're from Vermont. They've had other ciders here before. That's good. A little bit different because it has that spice in there. Think of it as like a spice pressed apple cider, non-alcoholic, that you would get around fall time. It's pretty good. I like it. Limoncello is probably my favorite, followed by the spice, and then the cherry apple is just kind of like, I think, missed the point for me. Not really that good. So. But all in all, this is about $9.75, I believe, for the cider flight. And it's good. I will probably be back to do it again. Well, so like we said earlier, today is also the opening of Galaxies Edge, and I don't know that it's really pulling a lot of people away because it is now about, what, 11:30?
Yep.
And it feels like it's starting to get a little busy here.
It's not as busy as Galaxy's Edge was this morning, though.
Oh, of course not.
Not that we were there, but based on photos.
But we're going to make our way back towards Mexico and get something from Mexico.
Yep.
And then we're going to go check out the elms.
We're actually going to stop at the
oh, right here, the simmering
Mimosa bar place first.
Simmering Sips.
Yes. And we're actually not even going to go the whole way around the World Showcase today. We're just going to kind of do these booths in the front that we want to do. because it's so hot. I don't want to walk the whole way around.
We have to have more content to be able to make later, you know?
Yeah, come back and check out the rest. I am getting the Mimosa Flight and the Cheesecake Trio, so I'm trying all kinds of things at this stand. So we have made it to Shimmering Sips, and I did not realize this, but they have a Mimosa Flight that you can get, so that's what I did. So the Mimosa Flight comes with the Tropical Mimosa, which is sparkling wine, passion fruit, orange, and guava juices. They also have the Key Lime Mimosa, which is key lime, sparkling wine, and cranberry juice. And then the Blood Orange Mimosa with sparkling wine and blood orange juice. So I just tried all 3 mimosas. My favorite one is definitely the Tropical Mimosa, followed by the Key Lime and then the Blood Orange. The Blood Orange is pulpy, which I find a little weird. It is good. Josh might actually like that one. The Key Lime one is very light and very refreshing, and then the Tropical one actually tastes a lot like the Jamba Juice from Tusker House at Animal Kingdom and Boma at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I really like the Tropical one. Now I need to try the cheesecake. I also got the Cheesecake Trio. It comes with raspberry, chocolate, and a New York style cheesecake bites. So I tried a bite of all 3 of the mini cheesecakes. My favorite one is definitely the chocolate one. I have a soft spot for chocolate and it is very good. All 3 of them are super creamy and it's actually really nice, the sizes. It looks small, but you're getting 3 and you want to be able to eat more food around World Showcase anyway. So definitely a nice little addition to Shimmering Sips.
So we are at the Alps, or we're just at the Alps right here next to Norway. We're sitting in between Norway and China, and I decided we're gonna go for it all and we're gonna try all of the new offerings from the Alps as far as food goes. So we have got a warm Swiss cheese with baby potatoes, pickles, and then a baguette. Probably my least favorite appetizing dish. It looks pretty good in the menu. The cheese is good. Presentation though is not very good. It's really just potatoes with some cheese on them, and then you got this this bread. Well, the bread and the cheese are really nice together. Definitely not something that I would need to come back and get. Then we've got the venison stew with crushed potatoes, which it is an extremely hot day to be eating venison stew, but I digress. It's very good. It's actually not as salty and savory as I would have expected. And if you don't know, venison is actually deer, so it's not really beef, but it does taste very similar to that. So if you're kind of worried about it, don't be. I think you'll still enjoy it nonetheless. It's very similar to just like a typical beef stew with crushed potatoes. It's very good. Carrots are cooked nicely. The crushed potatoes are still whole baby potatoes, but they are also cooked quite well. They fall apart really easily. They're easy to cut with a plastic fork. And all in all, it's a pretty good dish. And I've also got the frozen rosé, which is extremely refreshing on this very hot day. We've got the blueberry almond fragipan tart with creme fraiche and blue diamond almonds. It's not bad. It's good. You get a nice blueberry flavor in there. They're real blueberries. A good balance with the almond. The only thing I think that it's missing though is adding it's not really like necessarily very dry, but I think there could be something else in there to add a little bit of moisture overall. Like maybe like a lemon.
The pastry's dry?
Yeah, like maybe like some type of like a lemon custard in there to balance out the blueberry with the almond would be good. But I mean, it's still an okay dish. I think the highlight from this booth here is probably the frozen rosé and the venison stew. 2 pretty good options. I would definitely come back for the venison stew. This one I could definitely skip.
We're still at the same trash can, but we're in China now. And I got the chicken and shrimp bao bun. They have not had a bao bun at this festival in a little while from what I remember. So the bao is good, the bun is steamed and nice and soft, but the chicken and shrimp is a little bit spicy. I kind of wish this was like the regular like pork belly or pork or chicken with the hoisin sauce, because those are my favorite bao buns.
Hoisin.
Comes with some sugar snap peas on the side. Overall, it's a pretty good bao bun, but like I said, I'd prefer the hoisin sauce.
I've got these pork spare ribs here. Taylor actually spilled them on the trash can. So
at least it's cleaner than a table.
I just want the record to show that if I get sick, y'all know why. They're pretty good. They're nice and tender. This has got more like that hoisin sauce on it. They're definitely not like a dry rub, but they're still good. They're tender. They're not super salty. Definitely like that venison though today, and obviously flavors from fire. Always a smack dab home run. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Well, that is going to do it for us today, guys, at Food and Wine Fest. We didn't hit a lot of booths, but we hit, I think, what was important.
Yeah, and we hit enough that we are full, and it's just so hot out today. Like, it's insane. I don't remember it being this hot last year.
I think from now on, we're going to come back in the evenings.
Yeah, probably.
We may end up back over here sometime this weekend. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm excited. There's still some more new stuff that's coming.
Yeah.
And there's still so many booths that we want to get back and try.
Yes.
India, for example, we didn't try that, but they have a new...
non-bread.
Yeah, they've got like a non-bread service almost, if you know from Sanaa. So pretty excited about that.
So just so you are aware, this festival is running from August 29th to November 23rd. So pretty long this year, lasting almost up until Thanksgiving. So
yeah, that's a long time. So.
Yep. And there's, if you are an annual pass holder, you can get the Minnie Mouse magnet now, and then starting, I think it's like November 5th, you can get the Remy magnet.
Yep, and then after that, you'll be able to get the coasters.
Yes.
So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then just a shameless plug for us, if you haven't done so already, or if you're looking forward to more Food and Wine festivals, subscribe and ring the bell. You'll get notified every time that we upload a new video.
You will. And let us know if you are planning on coming to the 2019 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival.